Okay, so now four-time bankruptcy filer Trump has been caught in a very bad lie. Trump, a complete liar and buffoon, a racist birther who had originally accused our American-born President Barack Obama of having been born in Kenya or some other place other than America, also accusing him of having been a Muslim. So we can see what direction Trump, a four-time bankruptcy filer and now confirmed liar, what direction that piece of shit is always headed. Trump claims that he saw videotape of people from New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, cheering at the destruction of our World Trade Center in New York. A patently untrue story. Trump spun it initially to stoke up a crowd of anti-Muslim, anti-American racist pieces of shit in his audience of fuckwits. So he uses that stuff repeatedly. But then after he was caught in the lie, since there is no footage of it, none ever existed, never played, has never played anywhere ever, only in Donald Trump's incredibly warped racist mind. Never happened, period. Now he's cooking up racism against Muslims. Muslims, who are about 1.5 billion strong and largely very peaceful, very respectful people in general. Just like people in general. It's always the fringe, the kooks, the religious kooks of any religious cult, abortion doctor murderers, George Bush, who attacked Iraq using the term crusades. He called it a crusade. So we have a crazy Christian guy attacking Muslims. Now we have a deranged, psychotic, four-time bankruptcy filer trying to enrage a world of Muslims. That'll be helpful. That's the kind of leadership that you want to see from a president. And this guy needs to acquaint himself with America first. He's a fuckwit and a piece of shit, but he knows nothing about America. Maybe he ought to back up a few steps and read the Treaty of Tripoli. So you got Trump stoking up his morons with a bunch of lies. These are nothing more than the flea baggers, the teabagger type mentality of these pinheads who get stoked up. A bunch of jingoistic, xenophobic, fuckwit, racist trash, white trash scumbags, white scum premicists. That's who Trump's connected with, too, the white scum premicists. Trump peddled his lie and got caught in it for about 2 seconds. Fuckwit and moron Ben Carson chimed in, thinking that he might draw some attention from this and maybe help to catch fire, using some of the flames of bigotry that dumb fuck Trump was using to foment this kind of anti-Muslim sentiment in our non-religious secular country, where Muslims are just as welcomed as any other religious dogmatic. It's all fairy tales. Who cares what someone believes in? When they declare they're highly, heavily religious like that, a fanatic, it lets normal people know that they're deranged. So we don't have to think about it. So moron Carson hopped on and then hopped off. So religious kook and fuckwit Carson walked his way right on into that one. First he hopped in. Then once it was confirmed that Donald Trump was an absolute liar, and it was confirmed a complete lie what Trump was trying to stoke up his fuckwit racist audience with, it's just more of his anti-Muslim bullshit. Then moron Carson decided to step back, and his campaign pulled him off the stage with a hook, rescinded the entire thing. You have here, just maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours after Donald Trump lied, and his lie and repeated lie Trump's still peddling the lie, even though it's out there as a lie and everyone knows it's a lie. And this is going to come back like a boomerang to take that toupee right off the top of that piece of shit's head. Now he needs to look out. He'll be needing to duck every few seconds because this stuff's going to haunt him. He's not going to get away from this easily. You know, when you have a moron like Carson walking it back like this, you've got some serious problems down the road. When you got a loser like Carson walking it back all the way, you know, what do you think of Trump now? The bullshitter, four-time bankruptcy filer and complete bullshitter, as if that's something new. So bullshitter Trump caught in another lie, showcasing the worst in humanity, the worst behavior and conduct. Not only lying, but lying deliberately to stoke up an audience of racist scum, literally white trash, trying to pit them against Muslims, against a religious community. It's really despicable. Trump is an anti-American, a lowlife, a birther, and a bigot. That's a known. But now he's really using that in a campaign to run for president of a secular nation that accepts all types, has unbridled religious freedom, which he is now, with his idea to have surveillance on mosques, violating in the worst possible way. He literally should be yanked off stage and incarcerated. This guy's, he's encouraging people to violate and saying that he'll violate our First Amendment to our Constitution. Trump is not a leader in any way. This guy's a divisive lowlife. He's a separator. He's separating people. He is separating a shrinking minority of classless, anti-American, racist, bigoted, white trash from the rest of America, which is fast becoming a remarkably diverse and accepting, tolerant, moderate majority who accepts gay marriage, who accepts diversity, immigration. If Trump thinks he's going to win this election, boy, he's got another thing coming. What Trump is doing now is exactly what Hitler did. We're different from them. Ooh, the white trash Christian community is so different than the Jews and the Muslims and the blacks. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just a racist piece of shit. There's nothing lower than Donald Trump. This guy's a classless bag of shit. Puss looks down on this piece of shit. But there is some good news, aside from the fact that Trump will never get the female or Latino vote or the black vote, meaning if he is the nominee for the GOP, he literally doesn't stand a 1% chance of winning. It's already over. Ann Coulter would be right that when Trump spoke, America voted, and they elected, which will happen anyway, President Hillary or Clinton. But let's take a look at how the numbers stack up against Trump and the rest of the GOP buffoons on national security. Generally a GOP issue. That's their strength. Let's just take a look, though. Who do Americans trust on national security? Do they trust Hillary Clinton more than the Republicans? Well, let's just have a look. According to the Washington Post, ABC News poll, who do you trust to handle the threat of terrorism? Big mouth, anti-Muslim, anti-American fuckwit, piece of shit, racist, birther, imbecile Donald Trump? Nope. President Hillary Clinton beats him by a whole 8% on the issue. How about idiot Ben Carson, who thinks pyramids have grain storage inside them? Nope. President Hillary Clinton beats him by 9%. What about psychotic anti-American piece of shit Canadian-born immigrant lowlife Ted Cruz? Nope. President Hillary Clinton beats his dumbass too by a whole 8%. What about dumbass waterboy Marco Rubio, the GOP donor ass kiss? Nope. Still gets his ass beat by President Hillary Clinton by 4%. But wait, what do we have here? Jeb Bush, the imbecile who's dragging knuckles behind the rest of the disgusting piece of shit flotsam of the GOP Kook cult. Take a look at that. He still gets his ass beaten by President Hillary Clinton, but it's only by 3%. So, Who's going to end up being more electable? Is it going to be the fuckwits that the GOP constituents want? Or someone more sensible? Perhaps somebody seen as more competent than the buffoons that are parading themselves around in front of the public eye? We can tell you what's going to happen already. Take a guess. Here it is.